Welcome back, folks. We're in the process of continuing the expansion, and at the moment the highlight is that we've got 2 ploughs working in each field. And actually I've got it on slow there, and let's just check. Yeah, we need to move everyone over to the farm jobs. It'd be great if there was a quicker way of doing this, because I think the larger the city gets, the more time it'll take. And I am realising actually that I do need to take a bit more time in putting everyone over from the trades. Or how much wood have we got? We've got 389 wood, so maybe it's worth keeping a couple of people on the wood there. Don't need anyone in the firewood warehouse, and we'll get rid of the workers from that warehouse. Let's get everyone on the fish. So we're just clearing people out of the trades that are not absolutely essential. Oh, got 2 people in the boatyard. We don't need 2 people there. We've got some boats that might need repairing soon, so we can leave 1 person in the boatyard. And we've got full workers on our farms. And they've got some labourers in this farm already. So they'll be, after the field is ploughed, they'll be then planting. And actually, if you, at the very minimum, you need 1 worker for each plough. That's why we don't have both ploughs out yet. But now because we just had 1 worker there, but now we've got loads more, we can start full ploughing. So what I think I'll do is, where I would normally leave 1 worker, loads of labourers there, and this farm's fallow, so let's just let's keep the worker there, because of the need to supply the oxen with water and hay. Cool, 75 wheat there. So we've got 3 farms working, 2 ploughs each, and they've just started their ploughing. I just built another windmill. There we go. We'll add a worker into the windmill, take 1 off this one. We'll just have 1 worker in the trading post, and we can take some people off food production and the granary. Oh yes, we've got our chicken coop ready. So they're just getting food into the chicken coop, and we'll tick the button to add labour by the cart. And we're focusing on wheat and buckwheat there. So it's the same for the other one as well. And chickens 5, hatchlings 5. Yeah, we're ready to relocate. We've got 1 wheat, 1 buckwheat, 1 water. So we've got enough to probably survive. So let's do that. Let's relocate some chickens. Very exciting. Shall we do... Let's just do 5 to start off with. And 5 hatchlings and 5 chickens. They're... Click on the chicken coop to relocate them, and they're gone. There we go. So let's see how they get on. What I'll do is increase our hatchlings limit. I just put both limits up to 30. I wonder what would happen if we decreased that limit. Not really sure. I'm going to decrease the hatchlings limit to 15 and just see if that means they use less food, and if we really need to have that limit up to 30. Maybe 15's enough. We'll leave that one at full. Let's see what happens. So it's just looking to test the game, see what happens when you change the boundaries of everything. We put the pigsty down to 15 on the limit, just so we use a little less food, and we worked out we definitely need the 2 workers there to maintain the food supply. And interestingly, we can see how much food we've used in all time with our pigs. I don't know if it's been worth it. We've used 71 wheat, 60 potatoes, 68 buckwheat, 20 sunflower. The water's easy enough, that comes for free. Right. Okay, we've got 1 batch in progress. So we're just going to put the batch size down to 0, and I think that will stop that tannery from working. And remember, over here we're launching with a new tannery, and the reason why is that we've got this unlimited water supply, because it can take a huge amount of water. It's about 10 water for each 1 that you're tanning, for each one hide that you're tanning. Why are these not out? So we're in... Okay, let's go full speed. We're in early March, and the cows are just going out to pasture. All the cows are out except for the ones here. Not entirely sure. There we go. There they are. Not sure why that was held up. Maybe the worker has to let them out of the gate, but they were busy collecting water or something. But look, you can see them getting the water and the hay. So close, it takes the worker no time at all, and it just makes it really easy for them. We've got loads of milk there. That's good. And once we start getting loads of everything, we can store it in our trading post and start trading loads. In fact, we're probably not far off making some pretty big trades. So we've got everyone we need in the fishing dock, except for maybe one individual. We're ploughing our fields here, and you can see the two ploughs working. Two ploughs working at once there, and the two ploughs working here. There we go. They're out at the same time. That's good to see. You can. So our mission with the farms is to see how quickly we can plant everything, and then therefore how quickly we can harvest everything. They'll have longer to grow, or they'll be ripe and finished earlier in the season, and it'll give us longer to harvest them, which is really important for us because with the 3 farms we're struggling a bit for labour, and loads in that farm, and a few in there, and we've not quite been gathering in all our harvest, which is a little bit wasteful. So if we can really nail that, then we'll be really getting somewhere with the game. So 3 out of 4 farms are live. This farm is fallow this year. This one is fallow in 2 years. This one's fallow next year. And this one's fallow in 3 years. So you can see the rotation. Now, I think what I'm going to do is order some more ox. So certainly another cart for this one to give it 2. Lots of potato there. So we'll order another cart there, and we'll order another one here. So that'll have 3. And we just need to make 4 ox altogether. Don't think there's a huge number of ox in that cattle shed. There really isn't many there. Seems like there's a bit more here, so let's make 2 ox there, and they'll go over to the farms. And how many have we got here? Okay, well we've got a couple of old bulls. I don't know if livestock or animals die of old age. I'd imagine cows must do. But if we click on our farm where we've got oxen already, it doesn't tell you anything. It doesn't really give you any information about the ox there, or their age or anything. So I'm not sure if they just count the age in the cattle shed. So maybe that'll be a good thing to see. Just see. Oh, we've got lots of bulls here that we can make into ox into this shed at the bottom there. How much beef have we got? We've got 8.7 beef and 16.6 hides. So we're just going through the process of adding more carts, and this is where our carpenters will be. There we go. They're making the plough. There's one done. It's pretty cool. And we only really need 1 carpenter, so let's get rid of 1. And we've got full fishermen, which is fantastic news. I'll just see if we've got much fish. 2.3. Getting there. 119 wheat. We seem to be holding quite steady now on our crops, so we may have reached a bit of an equilibrium, but we've got a huge stock. Okay, so we've got 2 there now. We've made the cart, and we've got the ox there. And here we've got 2, but we're waiting for that 3rd one to be done. Good, so that'll be next. And we'll do another one here. Actually we won't, because that farm will be fallow next year, so we'll do another one here. There we go. And I'll just make another couple of ox from our bulls. There we go. Okay, fantastic. So in 3 out of our in 2 out of our 4 farms we'll have 3 ploughs, and then next year we'll let our cow supply build back up, and then we'll order another couple of oxen, and then we'll have 3 carts in all of our farms. So that's the plan. I've got a messenger. What are you offering? They're after sunflower, and they're offering live chickens and wheat. That's a bit of a rubbish trade offer, because it's the sunflower oil that has the value. We don't want to give away our valuable sunflower. Let's send a messenger over to our nearest and dearest, see what they have to offer, because we've got quite a lot now stocking up. We've got 10 shoes, we've got 2 flour, almost 5 clothes, 35 sunflower oil. I wonder how many sunflowers we've got. Doesn't look like we're showing any sunflower. Wonder if we've just made it all into oil. Oh, we've got 2.65 in stock there. Here we go. Messenger. Okay, so they're offering cow, pig and iron, and they're demanding flour and textiles. We can sell you 2 flour, so we've got that in stock. It's a deal. 2 flour for 30. It's something. Textiles I don't think we've got a huge amount of, but let's just check. Textile. We're not showing, so this long list up here that we're looking at, I think it only shows stuff that's actually in stock somewhere. It doesn't show you what you've got inside the actual production houses. We've got 0.5 textile there, so no, let's keep hold of our textiles for now. We'd need to ramp up production there, but that's all about getting this farm ready as well. Why are these fields not... I didn't swap these fields over. There's 2 that have left fallow. Oh well, I'll make sure to change them at some other point. I wonder if you deactivate the field and then change the crop. Maybe just put it over to wheat or no, potatoes, and then activate. Oh yeah, that does work. Okay, that's interesting. So deactivate, change the crop, just do potato, and then activate. So probably won't get much of a harvest out of those fields, but at least they're back in the rotation. And then I'll have a closer look, make sure that crop matches the nutrients that are required. How far are we away from harvest? So growth is looking very good. We're sort of halfway through the scale there, and we're only in June. So the earlier you plant the crop, the more growth you get as well. So we'll get a bigger harvest, and we'll get an earlier harvest, so we'll have more time to bring it in, which is fantastic. Now we've got our 4 new market stands there, and we've got our 4 market stands here, and then this random one on the end. So let's empty that one out. Really make empty? Yeah, I'm sure. Let's empty that one out and get rid of it, because we've got the 4 in the middle there. That'll save us a worker. Makes sense. How are we doing with wood? So we've got... Let's hire a warehouse worker so that we can be storing the wood that we're getting. Halfway through the growth season. Just check another couple of fields. Oh, this one's more than halfway. Cool. And... yeah, it'll be interesting to see which was one of the first fields. This one, maybe, yeah, because that's got a huge growth on it. Oh, it'll be amazing to see how much we get in the harvest. I think we can really work more efficiently. Here we go, so we'll get rid of the worker, and we can demolish that. So we've got our more efficient market system up there. And actually, what we need to do is put some benches outside the front of the houses, because people need to rest. People get tired and they want to rest, and quite often when you put a bench outside a house, people do sit on it. So check this out, see if someone sits on it straight away or not. There we go, there is someone. And another one. So we'll put some benches out the front of the house. Quite a nice community thing to have. More benches. Oh look, cool. Check this out. Look at the people in the square sitting on the benches. That's nice. Nice to see. Although, since I put in the benches elsewhere, they're sitting on those as well. Some pretty interesting things you can do with decorations. Oh, and there are some benches already at this end, so I was just doubling up a bit, but yeah, lots more benches at this end now. Here we go. Oh, let's give you a bit of financial help. Now, the interesting thing, I was having a think about this end, and what we can do is put down a big old archway in and join it up with a small archway as well. And we'll just see how that goes. Oh, we could do something like this. And then a small archway on this end. What do you think? Does it work? Kinda. There we go. And we'll join the fences up. Force them through the archways. And then we can join it up in the middle here. Like that. And then join it up on the side. Got to go through the arch, people. Ooh, I didn't quite get that fence done. Can we demolish a fence yet? Join it up with the arch. There we go. Cool. Oh, could probably put a bench in there. Put a bench down there, and then let's see what's going on with the farms. We might be harvesting soon. I don't actually know what date the there we go, bench for people out of town. Doesn't that look good? Bit of a different solution there because we weren't quite clean on the end there. We've got our double arch here, our double big arch. Ooh, and we could have a fence in the middle there just for no particular reason. See if it can do it. Cool, it can. Such a tiny little space that you can put all these details in. Look at that. Well, I never. Okay. Oh, look at these paths coming out from that central location. Here we go, we're harvesting. Right, and oh wow, look, yeah, so the growth went all the way along, and harvesting in full swing, so I am just going to slow down gameplay a bit, and then just make sure that I've got everyone possible who can join in on the harvest. And I really am going to go for everyone, so we're going to empty all our warehouses, granaries, everything like that, and see if we can do a massive drive. Forestry as well. We'll keep the one carpenter and we'll keep one smithy. Oh, let's get rid of some builders. And I've just realised actually we're not actually currently building anything, so I'll get some stuff placed down as soon as possible. Look, here we go, harvesting in that farm. Now, let's have a think. I think that's everyone. Let's hire a shoemaker. We'll probably have some hides by now. And tanning until February, batch size 0. So you're doing absolutely nothing until February. That looks like a bit of a bug in the game. Put the batch size down to 0, but they still try and make one. Okay, so I think we can safely say we can make you empty and just do the main tanning production down here where all that water is, the unlimited water. I think what we can probably do as well, let's go back up to full speed and just see what sort of workforce we've got in the farms. Bear in mind I just did it on slow speed, so few there, one here. And it's mid-August, so we've got September, October, November. Messenger. Okay, they're demanding sunflower oil. We have loads of sunflower oil. Let's sell them 20 for $360. They're demanding sallow and sunflower, which we don't really have any of, and they're offering live chickens, so nothing else of value there. But now we've done a big deal. Let's go to one of our further flung neighbours, because that deal did just come from a neighbour that's quite far away. So let's go to the other one. Let's see if we can keep up this trading momentum. How many workers have we got now? No one there. No labourers, I mean. 3 there. And a whole ton there, wow. Okay, let's change this farm to... oh, we have. Only hiring women. So that means all the male labourers would be going to the other farms. And there you go. Not really a lot happening. So again, this imbalance in the game where they all pile into one farm, but don't spread out evenly amongst the others. isn't even working, just saying, you know, just employ women only. Look at all these boats, all the fishermen. Okay, folks, let's build something. I think we can probably build another cowshed. Could have a few over here and have like really massive cow production. Let's see what happens if we really do make a huge amount of beef and then have all that leather. And what I want to see actually is what happens when we start selling shoes to our people as well. Is that going to be the tipping point where we start to make lots of money? Thereafter, wheat, shoes, charcoal and chicken eggs. This is a happy day, people. There's lots here we can do to trade. So we've got 13 shoes. Let's sell you 13 shoes for 416 shimoles, dollars. Have we got chicken eggs? Not stored there, no. We've got charcoal. 20 charcoal. Finally, we're selling charcoal. Haha. Where did you go? Oi, come back. There we go. He's back. I think that was just the other messenger leaving. Kind of closed our window there. Right, we're selling 20 charcoal for 160. Fantastic. So that's so easy to make. And they're demanding wheat and chicken eggs. Well, we've got a whole ton of wheat, haven't we? But we don't have anything stored. Wheat, we've got 131, 132. Maybe we can start storing wheat, but I don't know if we'll get any in for the for this trade. Where is wheat? I'll find... There we go, at the bottom. We can store 20 wheat. And there we go, all the labourers. Ooh, all the labourers are kicking in. That's not a good time to store wheat. No, let's stop that. We need the labourers for the farm. And in fact, that's where probably all the other labourers are. Just having a look at these market stalls to see if there's any labourers there. Yeah, there's sort of 2 or 3 there. Not ideal. Might be worth actually having a granary up there, or a couple of granaries, just so all the provisions are really close. And actually that's the important thing. Tannery is emptied out, so let's demolish you. So we've set it for demolishing, but that's going to need properly taken apart. It won't just disappear. So we'll set you to demolish. And you know what the other thing is that we need to do? Oh look, people are going to it already. We needed another couple of cart parks up here, I think. Because if you have a look, our existing cart parks are at the bottom here. But that's quite far for everyone to go if they always have to go to that location to pick up a cart. So let's make it a bit more efficient, a bit easier for people to get a cart, and we'll put 2 cart stands up here. So we'll turn that one around a bit. That'll be a bit wonky. Never mind. Okay, once those are built, we'll order all the carts. We'll give you a bit of financial help because we're kind. Oh, family is out of firewood. We've got lots of firewood, so I think that's going to be an accessibility issue. Have to keep a close eye on this one as we scale up the game. I mean, they're quite well. I mean, they're very close to the forestry, which they can go to buy firewood. Because if you look here, sold firewood. They do sell firewood. So I'm not sure that's the issue. We've demolished the tannery. There we go. Just a few bits and pieces there to take away. Bits of wood. I think what we'll do is build some wells here as well. Make water really accessible. So a couple of wells on the outside of town. I mean, these are all things that we've kind of forgotten to put in, and people have access, but it could be easier. Could be much easier. So that well's kind of in the middle of nowhere now, but we can leave them for now. A little bit of a well area. Ooh, let's look at our farms. So how are we doing with the harvest, folks? Ooh, 3 ploughs. Look at the 3 ploughs there. There we go. Now it may be worth leaving 3 workers on each farm. And look at all the labourers there. I mean, we've freed up a load of people, and we're at the start. Ooh. Families moving out. Families moving out there because they didn't get their firewood. Wonder why they didn't get their firewood. They've got plenty of everything else. Oh, I've got a bit of firewood. Just running a bit short. They don't have any this house ran out. What I'll do is put down a market stall and sell firewood. They're not complaining about anything else at the moment. Should we put the market stall just here? That would work. There we go. Let's employ someone and sell firewood and see if that solves their problems. It may be that they're just a bit too far away from all the other market stalls and they're not quite getting into the forestry. I'm not sure. Maybe they've got quite far to walk to work. Who knows? Let's keep an eye on it. So these guys are after textile, leather, metal parts, and they're offering... Ooh, honey. Let's get some honey. That doesn't come along very often. So we've got over 1,000 in the bank now. We're doing really well. So let's really splash out and buy 20 honey at a cost of 200. That's the most we can buy. Let's see how much iron we've got. I've got a feeling we may need a bit more. No, we've got 8.28 in storage, and additionally at our smithy we've got another 4. Well, you know, just for the sake of maintaining stocks, we could buy like 5 or something for 60. Now, let's just see if we've got any metal parts to sell. Yeah, we do. We've got 20, so let's sell 20 metal parts for 200. That's fantastic. And no, we're going to keep our leather and textiles because we'll make the leather into shoes and the textiles into clothes. And the messenger's gone. Okay, well we did what we needed to do. There you go, there's more financial help. Now, as we really start to get everything really quite efficient and running really smoothly... Oh, yes, look, we're at the end of November and we have got our full harvests in, so that's fantastic news. Okay, we can reduce the number of workers and start to employ people back in our main trades. And let's just see if we can get full workers everywhere. So, full sunflowers, full clothing, full textiles, etc. And we've got everyone we need for the chicken coop. Ah, here's our new chicken coop. Let's check it out. How's it doing? It's full. They've all multiplied and it's now producing everything it needs to. And our pigsty is looking good. It's got enough food. Ooh, a little bit short on water, but I think that's going to be topped up very soon. Not much water in that well. Not much in there either. Wow, not much in there either. Why are all these wells being drained of water? Is it this establishment up here, the neighbourhood, that's taking all the water? Not much water in that well. Not much water in that well. Wow. We have a bit of a water situation. Oh, look, carts are coming in. This is our trade. What are they giving us? Ah, we're getting some honey. Could do with a bit more salt. Salt is what we need, isn't it? We've got 20 shoes there. Oh. With 20 shoes, could potentially move our shoemaker down there to the tannery. We could do that. Right, more people in the warehouse. Oh no, let's just put 2 in there to stock the wood. 1 person in there for the firewood, and we've got a market selling firewood there. They're looking okay. They've got firewood. They've got firewood. They have firewood, and they do too. So we've got a trader come in. Oh, we don't need everyone in the fishing. Right, okay, I'm slowing down time and just moving everyone over. We don't need the fishermen. They can't fish in the winter. There we go. What I will do actually is leave 3 workers on the farms. This farm's going to be fallow next year, so we'll just leave 1 worker for the livestock, and we'll leave 3 workers on each farm. So as soon as the very second the season 3 in there as well. Oh no, we just need 2 for that one. Oh, let's just order another plough and leave 3 there, and we'll make 2 more bulls into ox. There we go. So next year we will have 3 farms active, and all 3 farms will hopefully have 3 ploughs. They've all got 3 workers, so they're going to be ready straight away to be doing the ploughing and then the sowing. And we've got full people on production. I think we probably just need 1 in the shoemakers because we're not producing hides in the winter. And we've got lots of clothes being produced there. How much hemp have we got? 50 hemp, so that's good. We've got 4 workers there to process that into textile, and here we go. Let's put full workers on both of our windmills to make flour, so we'll have 4 on each there. How much wheat have we got? 153, that's incredible. Okay, this has been a really good productive year, and really starting to get there on max production. Just need to put something in the building queue in terms of expanding out our overall production, maybe another chicken coop as well, a chicken coop or 2, another pigsty, and a few more cow sheds. I think we're going to do that, and we may need to expand out our windmills as well to really maximise our wheat production. And there it is. Thank you for joining me on this episode. Join me next time.